See, the European Union came to be after Bretton Woods. From the League of Nations, America created the United Nations and created a monopoly of the five permanent members of the Security Council. And through that membership of three veto votes, they overrule Russia and China and control the world with impunity. America does. France and Britain are just along for the ride because America considers itself the indispensable world sole superpower. So America likes to dictate to Europe how to jump, when to jump, and what loops to jump to. Every time I look at that star circle of their flag, it's basically America telling them jump through hoops because America wants you to jump through hoops. And how high the European and NATO should jump, and when to jump and how to be an obedient dog to America's foreign affair ambitions. America shackles the European members to America's ankles. So wherever America goes, Europe has to go. Like a sad puppy indentured to his master. And see, after World War II, America took full advantage of the European Union. America created it in order for them to be submissive under the American foreign affairs agendas, economically, militarily wise, and diplomatically wise. Europe and the European Union was created by America. So America can manipulate y'all economies, can dictate to your armies, and can subjugate y'all to be their servant. Trump is a good example of that. But bipartisanly, this has been going on ever since the end of World War II. From the Monroe Doctrine to the Brentwood Accords to the League of Nations, from the laws of the open seas through the League of Nations, did America create the United Nations to suit its bidding as a world imperial sole superpower, to not dominate the world with impunity. So I will tell the European Union, break the shackles of Washington off your ankles. Break the shackles of Washington's leash around your necks. Y'all have the right to charter your own course. Y'all don't have to jump through hoops because America says jump. The European members and the countries that belong to the Eurozone and the European and NATO alliance within the Eurozone, Western Alliance, you have the right to charter your own path. Tell Washington to stick it up their ass when they think that they're highly and mightier than the rest of the world. That they think that the world positioning as a world sole superpower is manifest destiny on the world stage. When they got to tell the world how to run, how to turn, it's like they're trying to control how the world turns. Like it's some type of soap opera, Days of Our Lives, so are the sands through the hourglass. Like Washington wants to control the world like it's some type of soap opera. The politicians in Capitol Hill. They always like to look down at NATO and say, hey, you got to do what your best allies, America, wants you to do. Ever since the conclusion of World War II, America's been demagoguing, telling Europe how to hide the jump, when to jump, and what loops to jump through. America uses NATO because we're too afraid to be alone on our own. So America propped up NATO and then started dividing and conquering the world with allied economical colonies like Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Vietnam, the Philippines. And then America wants to create the Quads just so you can tear yourselves apart while America and the Pentagon stays safe, out of harm's way. They wait till y'all destroy yourselves, and then America wants to send in their Navy ships and say, okay, we'll pick up the pieces again, and we'll colonize y'all better and bigger than ever before. They do that shit to the Middle East. They do the same thing to the Middle East, divide and conquer. Now, this pendejo Biden and the Prime Minister of Britain, like little ass pussies, are hiding behind Zelensky launching missiles into Russia. Like little coward pussies that they are as leaders of our individual pendejoisms of the Prime Minister of Britain and Biden. Like little scared bitches hiding behind Zelensky and launching missiles into Russia. And the hopes that they will provoke Russia to react. And then they give themselves a disclaimer. Oh, we give it to Zelensky. It's up to Zelensky discretion to do what he wants to do with it. Knowing that the MI6 and the CIA are telling Zelensky when and what targets to hit. But this pendejo Biden and the fucking Prime Minister of Britain that just got into office, like little bitches scared, hiding behind Zelensky, launching missiles deep into Russia. And then they're going to try to give a disclaimer. Oh, we gave Zelensky authority, but he can pick the targets. We didn't order targets, him to shoot targets in Russia. Bullshit. You gave MI6 and CIA right there with Zelensky, telling Zelensky exactly what targets to hit in Russia. So if NATO wants to be dragged into World War III because of Britain and America, go ahead. Destroy yourselves. Because you gotta understand, what America does in Asia, divide and conquer, what America does in the Middle East, divide and conquer, they will do to Europe. They will do to Europe, divide and conquer. So the European members want to fall prey to Biden or Trump. Keep on following how high to jump and when to jump. Keep on following Washington when they tell you to jump through hoops, like you're some type of animal being trained. Huh? This country, America, is such a bitch. Meaning the President Biden and the fucking new Minister of Prime Britain. Every 5 seconds they get rid of the prime ministers in Britain because they're so recluse of a party. So y'all hide behind Zelensky, Biden and the Prime Minister of Britain. They hide behind Zelensky with the MI6 and CIA. They gave Zelensky authority to launch long-range missiles, attack him and Storm Shadow missiles. And MI6 and CIA picks up the target and sends the coordinates to Zelensky. And then, since these pendejo leaders, they'll come out saying, no, we never gave the target, like, we gave Zelensky authority, but it's up to him what he wants to do with it. We don't get involved. Like, that's some type of disclaimer. You know, when you take medicine, when you buy medicine and the commercials play, this can heal you from cancer. And then the disclaimers, but you could go blind, your heart can stop, you could get throat cancer, and there's a chance of high blood pressure. You might lose your liver. That's the side effects that they read real quick, so you barely can hear what they're saying. They speed talk so fast that you swear you're in an auction. That's what this fucker Biden and the Prime Minister of Britain will do. Give disclaimers. Oh, we give Zelensky the authority, but it's up to him how he's going to use it. We don't get involved in that. We give him freedom to do what he wants. We don't get involved in that. Bullshit. MI6 and the CIA are right there with Zelensky picking out the targets and launching these long-range missiles into Russia. And I told President Biden twice, when this war started, I said never launch missiles into Russia. You will never do that. And this fucker Biden betrayed me twice, thinking that I'm something sweet to be fucked with. So since I am not aligned on nuclear issues, I will wipe away the Pentagon if they want to start nuclear war. I will wipe away the president with directed energies. He'll die of a good Alzheimer's or dementia. He'll die in bed because I gave him directed energies for him to develop these type of diseases. He'll be weak, comatose, in the bed with his aviational glasses. I'm not playing. No joke. No joke. I'm about to die. No joke. At the end of the day, any leader that disobeys the world global order and tries to flirt with nuclear war, I will come after your armies. I will come after your leaders. And I will topple your nations at the speed of light. Be warned, Britain Prime Minister. Biden, you're on your last legs. I gave y'all permission to defend Ukraine in its sovereign territory when this war started. And if y'all would have paid attention and followed the orders, Zelensky would have liberated the whole of Ukraine by now and had his country back to him. But y'all got cocky, Biden, and started launching missiles into Russia. And now y'all going to have to pay the price of disobeying me. I'm not aligned. So I'll wipe away the Pentagon with directed energies. I'll wipe away the administrations of America with directed energies. And any other fucking country that wants to subvert the non-aligned movement of the global order to defend all nations against nuclear weapons. I'll use all my leverage to rein in tyrants that disobey me. So, when it comes to America and Britain, y'all fuck up the European Union with y'all ignoramus attempts. Trump with Brexit and Farage, and now Biden with the pendejo Prime Minister of Britain, the new wet behind the ears Prime Minister that should get kicked out of Downing Street. Because now they're taunting Russia to react with nuclear weapons. By the idiot Prime Minister of Britain and Biden. They're hiding behind Zelensky and tossing missiles into Russia, provoking Russia into World War III. For that reason, I'm going to kill you, Prime Minister of Britain, and I'm going to kill Biden. When you decide to provoke world wars, I'll disperse of you as individuals. You have cancer, you have spurs, your liver is going out on you, your organs are failing. You will die of a nice state funeral. Who gave you the authority to launch missiles into Russia? Who gave you that authority? Between America and Britain, they want to divide and conquer the rest of the European members to keep them in check, following orders. So, for the European members that don't want to be dragged into World War III because of Biden or the Prime Minister of Britain, tell them fuck off. Tell them go fuck themselves before they think that they can start World War III. Because I will arm all regions, including the European members, to deal with this hegemonic power that you call the undisputed world sole superpower of Washington on the world stage running amok. Because Washington has always hid under the skirt of the European NATO alliance because America's too scared to take on the world by themselves. So we manipulate the Eurozone and NATO to do our bidding globally. Like I said, Washington tells NATO how to jump, how high to jump, how many loops to jump to, and how to be passive, and how to be loyal, like they're some type of dogs to be trained by Washington as far as NATO members. America wants to use the Quads to fight themselves while America stays back in our territory with the navies. We want the Quads to destroy themselves while America's like a scared bitch hiding in the Pentagon with their navies, waiting for the last day when they can swoop in when Asia is in ruins. That's when they want to sell into the open oceans and pick up the pieces and colonize y'all with impunity once again for pennies on a dollar. America wants to divide the Arab lands using their leverage in the economical systems and pegging the House of Saud to warmonger genocidically the Arab lands. Now America, mainly Biden and the Prime Minister of Britain, are pushing the issue too extreme. MI6 and CIA launching missiles into Russia using Zelensky hiding behind his back in order to do it. And America wants NATO to take the brunt of the destructional war between NATO and Russia, while America, like scared bitches, hides out in the Pentagon in Washington, hoping that they can ride in at the end to pick up the pieces. It's time that the rest of the world tells America, go fuck yourselves. with your delusional hegemonic power. Go fuck yourselves. At the end of the day, Europe, you have the right to charter your own path, independent and free of America's foreign policies. If you don't want to follow America and their foreign agenda, then tell Washington to go fuck themselves as the European member states. Y'all have the right as a union and as a bloc to charter your own path, free from the orders of Washington.